the category of funniest supporting male television star, the nominees are, from Seinfeld, Jason Alexander.
Loves to hear from fans in the locker room.
Well, you could say hello to me. I wouldn't mind.
He's Keith Hernandez. You're Jerry Seinfeld.
From In Living Color, James Carey.
Let's just say there's a shark hornet, and you've just taken a bath in a bucket full of fish guts. A typhoon hits a boat. You're knocked over the side. Before you know it, feeding frenzy!
From Saturday Night Live, Dana Carvey.
Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. So tonight, let it be church lady ham.
From Cheers, Woody Harrelson.
Well, now that Henri's going back to Europe, I can finally be alone with Kelly. I can look her in the eyes and let all my feelings pour out spontaneously. Have them written down on these cards.
From In Living Color, Damon Wayans.
This town's not big enough for both of us, Ringo. I'm riding you all the way back to Frisco. Go ahead, make my day. Come to mama, girl.
And the winner of the all-expenses-paid trip across the River Styx is...
Jason Alexander Seinfeld.
Thank you very much. You see, the only downside about receiving a comedy award is there's a general preconception that the recipient is funny. And I'm afraid a grave error has been made in this circumstance. I'm actually a very mundane guy, but I have become recently involved with a devoted group of very disturbed people who like to use me as a sort of living therapy for themselves. And I would like to thank them for a season of wonderful abuse and degradation. I'd like to thank Howard West and George Shapiro and Tom Sharonis for being the only normal people down on the lot. I'd like to thank Michael Richards for giving me a phobia of doors, as he tends to explode in and out of them without much warning. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who has on many occasions learned to push my sternum out back through my spine. Lastly, I'd like to thank Larry David, our creator, for allowing me to be his alter ego, even though I have more hair than he does, and for every week writing me the best role on television. And I would like to thank the most generous and most consistently funny Zen yoga master I know, Jerry Seinfeld, for allowing me to be a best friend. It is their efforts that make me funny, and it is that rather attractive pregnant woman at my table that has kept me laughing for 12 years. Thank you all very much. I'm very honored by this.
Stay tuned for Tom Hanks, Tracy Ullman, Jack Palance, and Jeff.
Now let's take a look at our nominees for funniest male performer in a television series. Lead. The nominees are, from The Tonight Show, Johnny Carson.
Surf's Up. How can you tell Roseanne Arnold's in the Pacific?
From Cheers, Ted Danson.
You okay?
Sam, have you ever loved a woman who was on her way to marry someone else?
Well, once in the back of a limo, but I'm not proud of it.
From Roseanne, John Goodman.
Dad, why did Mom call you a man like that?
Because she's mad at me, Deej.
I thought it was good to be a man.
Oh, no, not since the late 60s, son.
From Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld.
See Joe DiMaggio sitting at the counter with little tiny, filthy, smelly, dinky donuts.
Why can't Joe DiMaggio have a donut like everybody?
He can have a donut,
Yeah.
but not a dinky.
From Davis Rules, Jonathan Winter.
Grandpa, I'm desperate.
Really? You know, if you were 30 years older and a woman, I'd really be happy to see it.
And the winner is Jerry Seinfeld.
my table. You gotta think about your table. That's where you're getting your applause, because it doesn't really matter to anybody else. This is, I can't believe this. I can't believe I could make money in profile. I never thought that, you know, that I could turn to the side and get a laugh. But thanks to a wonderful cast, I'd especially like to thank Larry David, who really masterminds our whole show. He writes the best stuff for us. I want to thank George Shapiro, my manager, and Rick Ludwin from NBC, who dug out some tough grounders to keep this thing on the air. And the guy who gave his life by letting them pour molten gold on his face so that we could have this award. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Next, Lily Tomlin, Tracy Ullman, Betty White, and Dame Edna Everett.